the question asked by Sheikh Umar from Gambia, that though he believes that Allah is the creator, believes in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, last and final messenger, but sometimes the Satan whispers and there are questions and thoughts in the mind which are insulting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, insulting to the Prophet. What should be done? It doesn't come to his mind. He feels very bad. There's a hadith in Sahih Muslim narrated by Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him. Some companions who came to the Prophet and said that there are whispers of the Satans in their mind which they feel bad to repeat, insulting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, insulting the Prophet. What should they do? So the Prophet asked them, is there suffering for you? They said, yes, we are feeling very bad. So the Prophet replied, this means your faith is perfect. This means your iman is complete. A similar hadith is narrated in the Sahihain, that's in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, again by Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, that when a group of companions came to the Prophet and told him that sometimes Satan whispers and thoughts come into their mind which are against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Prophet asked them, yes, Satan at times whispers into the human being and poses questions which are unnecessary. He asks you, who created such and such a thing? Who created that thing? And then he asks, who created Allah? At that time, you should seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed. And the Prophet asked that if you feel ashamed and you don't feel like repeating and you're suffering, it means that you are a true believer. Your iman is complete. So based on these two hadiths, we come to know it was common at the time of the Sahabas also, at the time of the Satan brings into your mind thoughts which are against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, attacking the Prophet, attacking the Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At this time, you have to seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed and say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed. And if you really feel suffering and you feel bad, you don't feel like repeating, that means your iman is correct. Because the Satan tries and disturbs your iman. Normally a person whose iman is not strong, he'll start believing in it and he says that is correct and he starts repeating it. He doesn't feel remorse at all. So if you feel a suffering, the Prophet said, your iman is complete. And this is common, that the Satan normally attacks those people whose iman is complete. Why should he attack a person who doesn't believe in the Prophet, who doesn't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who doesn't believe Allah is the creator? He doesn't have to, because that person itself may be an atheist. A person may not be a believer. So Satan particularly attacks the believers, trying to misguide them, and this is the promise he gives to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he will misguide the followers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah replies, you will never be able to misguide the people who believe in me, but the others you will be able to. So here it's common that Muslims get such whispers, such waswasa from the Satan. What should be done? Number one, when any such thought comes in your mind that is attacking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, attacking the Prophet, and the Prophet, the first you have to do is say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Say that I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed. And immediately you have to stop thinking about these thoughts, these evil questions, these evil intentions, the evil whisper of the Satan. Number two, you have to see to it that these thoughts do not occur again in your mind. Thought, you should try and see to it doesn't occur again in your mind. Point number three, you have to do more ibadah. You have to do more of the salah. You have to do more of the zikr, more of the dua. You have to fast. You have to give zakat. The more ibadah you do, the better it will be. Your iman will become more stronger and will prevent the Satan from attacking you again and come and trouble you again. Hope that answers the question.